Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. I've decided to do a series this week on how to magnetize your twin flame. And then I think after that I was going to do a series on how to stay in twin flame union, because I also know probably a lot of you have been in union already and know what it's like when you're in union. There's a lot of that push-pull with the energies. And so I think I'm going to start doing some readings on that for those of you who are starting to get into physical union. I kind of wish I had, some kind of tutorial or something to help me while I was in twin flame union after being in separation, because I found it to be, kind of foreign. I didn't really know what was happening, and I thought it was my fault, and I thought it was odd, and I don't know. I just thought I was failing the relationship, and I really wish somebody would have kind of help me, along, And so I'm going to do something like that, I think, in the near future. But right now, I think a lot of you are looking to magnetize first, to get back into twin flame union. Or maybe some of you are brand new to this and you're looking to magnetize your twin flame, which is awesome. So what I'm learning is that it's not really it can be a divine timing thing, don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of it is not so much divine timing. A lot of it is just kind of an energy match where, you're looking to be a vibrational match with your twin flame, and that's how you come into union. But what's happening is what's repelling you right now is the fact that there's a lot of baggage, there's a lot of trauma, there's a lot of, bloodline stuff going on inside of us, there's a lot of trapped emotion and a lot of imbalance. And so, just to give you an idea of what that means, so in my case, there was a lot of trauma as a child, but nothing where I thought was going to affect me as an adult. But anyway, what I didn't heal my inner child. So when I got into physical union with my twin flame, what it did was it came out. So my twin flame mirrored that out of me. And what it was is I wasn't emotionally connected to myself, because it was kind of more of a protection type. It's just like a protection mode that you go into as a child when you're given a lot of trauma, and so I didn't know that was still trapped inside of me. And so when he was mirroring that out of me, he thought that I wasn't emotionally connecting to him, and I thought he wasn't emotionally connecting to me, because we were mirroring this back and forth to each other. And then he had trauma as well from his past that he didn't heal as a child, and I won't go into that out of respect for him. And again, I thought it was something that I did wrong, and he thought it was something he did wrong, and it kept being mirrored back, and then it was just very sad. And so this is all about cleansing out the energies, healing the inner child, and when you do that, and the more and more trapped emotions that you release. Of course, it's going to be a lifetime thing. So it's not like you have to 100% release all of your trapped emotions from different lifetimes and this lifetime, but just enough so that you're in a higher vibration. Just enough so that when you do get into twin flame union, when you do start mirroring back and forth, it's something more surfacey, not something so deep that you don't realize it, like how to fix it. A lot of the times it's so deep within you that you're not even conscious of it. And so that's why I decided to start this series where I was going to do chakra cleansing, because when you cleanse out the chakras, the different ones, it's going to help you release. It's going to help you release trapped emotions. Some of it may come up to the surface, and maybe you may need to process things. Maybe things will hit your brain, which is good, and just let it go. Just let it release. So it's about learning to love yourself. It's about learning to accept it and to love your inner child, and to let your inner child know that they are safe now, and just kind of just releasing all those trapped emotions. And that's going to magnetize your twin flame. And I know it sounds strange, but that's how it works. And so that's why I decided, I was certified in pranic healing. Why don't I just do this? So I'm just going to do a bunch of videos where I'm just going to pick a chakra. So I'm going to try and do all of them. And in pranic healing, there's more than 7. There's a whole bunch. And so I'll kind of, it's going to be kind of the second half. And I mean, you don't have to do it. It's going to be the second half of the video. So if you want to do it, I'm going to do like an ASMR type pranic healing. The reason why I wanted to do it that way was so that, it's, at least it feels good. Hopefully you'll get some tingles, and, it'll be a healing experience. It'll be a relaxing experience. that type of thing. And so, but at the same time, it's going to help you magnetize your twin flame because I'm cleaning out the energy, and then also I'm energizing it and I'm activating it. And also, I'm going to be brushing out your auras as well. And so, I'm going to use some crystals. There's just like a few things that will help, just kind of clean out the energies that are trapped, that are negative, just kind of cleaning out those negative emotions out of the chakras that are stuck. And then when you do that again, like you're just releasing, 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 and then let it come to the surface. And then when you release it, you're actually helping your twin flame to heal as well. When one twin flame does the work, the other twin flame also benefits, and this helps magnetize your twin flame. So, and I always kind of knew this ever since, being in physical union with my twin flame. And I didn't know while I was into the relationship. It was after we broke up that I realized that this is what it was. And there was also another part to it where I had to also learn how to balance out my inner divine feminine and inner divine masculine energies as well. And so I do have other videos on that if you'd like to check it out. But yeah, so a lot of the magnetizing your twin flame. As a matter of fact, I found a 7-step on. I don't know if you ever heard of Twin Flames 1111. So I found this website, Twin Flames 1111, and I want to give her all the credit on this 7-step. I've never heard of it before. She doesn't go into balancing out the inner divine feminine and divine masculine, which is what I talk about, but she does give another 7 steps, which I really like. And a lot of it has to do with people who have actually never met their twin flame. So she's all about setting the intention to meet your twin flame. And then she's all about tapping into the connection between the hearts. So just kind of like opening up your heart chakra and just putting out that intention of connecting. Now, for those of you who have already met your twin flame, this is a good idea to do this even now, like even in meditation. Like picture your divine counterpart in front of you, and then just visualize your heart chakras connecting, just like love back and forth, like receive it and give it and receive it and give it, almost like that. I always like to picture the green light because that's the call of the heart chakra. And then also, she talks about go within, get in touch with your soul, higher self. So that's huge. So when I used to do the emotion code, to me, like healing the inner child, it was all about also talking to the higher self as to, well, what really happened. It was almost like a channeling. And so that's talking to your higher self, like you're constantly like using your intuition. That's talking to your higher self. For me, doing the tarot, it's talking to your higher, whatever it is whatever tools you use to talk to your higher self. She goes into just having a relationship with your higher self where you're always talking to your higher self. And so the way she explains it is that, it's not like, it's not that you share your higher self, you have your own higher self, but you're actually in a relationship with your counterpart's higher self. And what you share is the oversoul. So, and that gets a little complicated, so I'm not going to get into that. And then also she goes into cleansing chakras. So in order to magnetize your twin flame, you need to cleanse the chakras. And so, I already did one video on the root chakra. And so I didn't like say anything about, oh, this is how to magnetize your twin flame. But then after I read her 7 steps, I'm like, oh yeah, of course it does. And so I changed the title to kind of include that. So also she talks about daydreaming, visualizing you and your twin flame together. So you're doing your law of attraction there. And so that's what I do. So, like it's almost like a playful energy. It's not like a needy energy. It's not like you're needing your twin flame. It's not like, oh, I can't be happy until you're here. Oh, I need you. Or why aren't you here? It's more of like a playful energy where you're just kind of thinking about, like, I could just picture my twin flame sitting right here watching me do this video, smiling. And it's almost like a playful, it's not like, like I need him to be there, but as a playful energy, like it's almost like, oh, you're invited to sit there and watch, or you're invited to hang out, or like just kind of visualizing maybe you and your twin flame sitting by a roaring fire and just like cuddling, or whatever it is, whatever, and then they're just kind of, when you start thinking about those things, it helps to magnify your twin flame, because you're sending them those loving energies, and they feel that because it's you in another body. So they really feel like that, those thoughts, those light thoughts, and it's like that playful energy. They feel that, and then they feel like they're getting magnetized towards you. Another thing she talks about is following your own bliss. And so I am all about the blissipline. And so what I do is I have a list of whatever makes me happy, And so like I have a list. So one of the things that make me happy is the ASMR. It's why I love watching ASMR. And so that's why I was going to do my chakra clearing as an ASMR type video. It's what I thoroughly enjoy. But there are certain things that, bring me bliss. And so I make a list of those things, and I try to incorporate that throughout my day, things that make me happy. And it could be little things, or just like maybe keeping your home like spa, like, lighting candles, or, oil diffusers, or whatever it is that, and, delights the senses, that type of thing. And that will bring your vibration higher, as well as at the same time, you have to purge. So you also have to dig deep as well. Like you can't just stay in the high vibe. You have to go down into the trenches also, and that way to purge and release all the negative, especially during the full moon. It's very helpful. And then the final thing she said is divine timing means cleaning up the energies to allow for a vibrational match. So she even said that in her video. And so I really appreciated that. And that's exactly what, I was looking for, some kind of confirmation, because this is what my tarot has been saying, but I like to get that confirmation. I always like to get confirmation as well sometimes. And so when it comes to twin flames, you just never know like what timeline you're on. I never like to give outcomes, because you never know like when the timelines are going to collapse because of a choice you made, or a shift in perspective, or anything like that, which helps to bring your twin flame closer to you even faster. Something might happen, and then whatever it is you do to awaken, or whatever it is you do to balance your own inner divine feminine, inner divine masculines out. And I really think that's an important step that she doesn't go into. But the reason why is because my twin flame didn't even know we were twin flames, or I should say, didn't believe me. I told him, didn't believe me. But until I balanced myself out, my inner divine feminine and my inner divine masculine energies, once I did that, he realized we are twin flames. And that set off a whole new course of awakening, a whole new course of just rapid, it's just the relationship got very, very, very different. And so that's where that part's very important. And so I do life coaching on that. Also, I have videos that talk about that as well. That's very, very important. So yeah, those were her 7 steps, and I really like that. And I kind of wanted to begin every video with that, just to kind of help, because really my goal here is to help everyone, get into twin flame union, in the physical. The other half of it is for you to get out of the matrix. I've talked about that too in my other videos, because at the same time, you really want to get out of the 3D, because to be in the 3D and to be in a codependent relationship, it just no longer works. You're just no longer in that realm anymore. Once you're on the twin flame path, you're kind of forced out of that codependency type relationships, and you're forced into more of a, I love myself, I make myself happy, and nothing outside of me will deter that. And so and then that love you feel for yourself, your divine counterpart also feels that love, as well as loves you as well, because of that self-love, because they're you in another body. So anyway, I hope that helps. I also pulled a few cards to go over, and then I'm going to also do what am I going to do? I think I'm gonna actually it'll be in the cards as to which chakra I'm gonna do today, and then I'll just put a timestamp when I start doing that. Again, it's gonna be ASMR and it's going to be one of the chakras. I'm gonna do one every week. I'm sorry, every day this week, and I will kind of go over what it's for and what it should help you with, and then it should help your twin flame as well. And then the more you do that, and the more you watch the video, the more you will cleanse, and the more you will become lighter, and then the more you will magnetize your twin flame to you. So let's start with what I pulled, okay? And so the first card we got is Vanessa, okay? And what this says is to make your decision, ask yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose, which way takes me away from it. So in order to magnetize your twin flame, a lot of it has to do with overthinking. We're constantly overthinking what we should do and should we stay on or should we, trust this person? Should we really believe this person's coming back? And so what Vanessa's saying is, really ask yourself what brings you closer to your divine purpose. What brings you the most peace. If you think about going off the twin flame journey in any sort of way, think about it. Does it bring you peace? Really, really think about what is the divine asking me to do right now? What sacrifices are they asking me to make? And then just kind of like, you're being divinely led. And so always be asking the divine, what is it that you want me to do right now? What is it that you want me to know? Please show me. And when you ask those questions, the divine will continue to show you through many different avenues. They will show you through the YouTube, they will show you through Facebook, or whatever it is you go on, they will show you in some way what it is they need you to do next. And then when you allow yourself to be led by the divine, that way you're not overthinking, because when you overthink, you're also putting yourself out of balance. That affects your twin flame. If you, oh, you know what? Yes. Okay, so this is what they're telling me. If you overthink this situation, it affects your twin flame. You will start feeling anxiety. And I know I felt this. So for many of you, I bet you never even felt anxiety before until you met your twin flame or other ailments, like I've met twin flames who are already together, physical union, or like in and out, that type of thing. And they're like, I never had this ailment before, or I never had this, like for me, it was anxiety. It's like I never felt that before. Never was I like, whew, like why can't I breathe? Like I just that wasn't something that I ever, like a symptom. I never had that symptom before. And so it affects, so whatever you're doing is affecting your twin flame, and then whatever it is their symptoms are will come out of you, and vice versa. You almost share it and you'll feel each other's symptoms. And so when you overthink, you'll know it's negatively affecting your twin flame. Is what they're saying to me. Okay, so the next card you got is existence. Okay, so what this is saying is that you are just like, see yourself as part of the puzzle. And so when you are feeling like does it really matter what I do? It doesn't really matter what my next step is, just know you are part of the collective, and the divine needs you. Know that humanity needs you. You are helping to heal the collective on this twin flame journey. When you purge, you are actually purging for the collective. It's not just you. And this is a very important mission that you're on. And so they want you to know your existence matters. And that, like if you were to go missing, there would be a huge hole in our puzzle of life, like a huge hole. Like it would upset the whole puzzle. It would just, like it would be always never complete. And so just know you are a huge part of this puzzle, and that you are one of the pioneers, and you are the ones that are starting to teach others just by being a way shower on what a new template of love looks like. And of course, this has to do with self love, and that will draw in and help you to, magnetize your twin flame. Just your self love alone is magnetizing your twin flame. And then just knowing how special you are, and that you are all one, and that without you, there would be, a big blank, like something missing. Like the universe would know. The universe would be like, oh my God, you know, what just happened here. It's going to upset the apple cart. So what you do and how you feel and your thoughts, it does matter. And just know that, you know, you're on the right path, and just know that you are helping out the collective. Your sacrifice is helping out the collective. You can't see it from here in the 3D, but when you go into the 5D and you look at it from a higher point of view, you'll see. You'll see the, you know, you'll see the effect you're having all around you. You'll see the light that you're shining. I know it's hard to see in the 3D. Trust me, I know. Okay, the next one you got is surrender to the wisdom of your body. And what this says is listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you're energized and happy, move forward. And that kind of goes back to what I was just saying. You know, when you listen to your body, you kind of know like what emotions maybe need to be released. So I love this book. I always talk about this book. It's called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. And what I like about this book is that it talks about affirmations and it tells you about every single part of the body. And because you're taking on ailments and symptoms of your twin flame, sometimes you might have like a backache. I just say backache because that's what I got from my twin flame. Could be anything. It could be any kind of pain or again anxiety or something inside your body that is kind of foreign to you. And you think it's yours at first and you're like, well, gee, how do I heal this? So now, like even if I exercise, I'll sometimes say, oh, what did I do? I exercised and I did. No, because then I have to realize my left side is my divine feminine side and my right side is my divine masculine side. And so when my divine masculine side, so let's just say it's my right kneecap or my right knee that's hurting, then I know there's something going on my divine masculine side of me, but I can heal it. And I'm kind of taking it on, even though it's not, it is mine because I'm one with everyone. I'm one with my twin flame, but it didn't originate with me. It originated in my twin flame. And so I could use this book to figure out what the thought process is, and I could do the affirmations as well as cleanse the chakras because that helps to release those emotions, as well as the emotion code that also helps to release trapped emotions. And you can also do like what do they call it? Muscle testing. You could do muscle testing to figure out like what the emotion is, and then help you to release it. Because once you get it to your up here, you can use like a magnet to. It's almost like what do you call that? Like a lifeline, not a lifeline. I'm sorry, like a meridian, and then you're taking like a magnet that has to do with the emotion code. If you want to check that out, and that will help release. And so that's why it's very important. They say so. This is how to magnetize your twin flame by surrendering to the wisdom of your body. Your body will tell you a whole lot about what's going on, a whole lot. And I think a lot of you probably noticed when you first met your twin flame, there might have been a lot of anxiety, a lot of shaking, something you didn't really know what was going on, like it was almost like electrifying. And so what you don't realize that it had a lot to do with your twin flame and how they were feeling at the time. All right, the next card you got is Twin Flame Reunion equals full alignment of yin yang energies and have shifted to higher frequencies. So what this means is again, with your inner divine feminine, inner divine masculine energies, you have your yin and your yang energies, and you have to you have to equal them out. The yin is in charge of certain traits, and your yang is also in charge of certain traits. And when you balance out those traits, this is something I life coach on, but it has to do with, like, for instance, what I was just talking about, so overthinking. And so in order to be in your feminine, to be a balanced feminine, you have to be in your intuition and not overthink. And when you do overthink, that puts you out of balance. And what that does is then it puts your divine masculine out of balance, and then it makes the divine masculine side anxious, and it also manifests in the 3D. It affects them in the 3D. And so what they're saying is, in order to magnetize your twin flame, you must balance out your yin, your yang energies. And you could look that up. You can look up traits of the yin, traits of the yang, or divine feminine, divine masculine. You could check out my other videos. And then when you shift into the higher frequencies, which I always like to keep my handy dandy Hawkins scale. And then when you shift up, sometimes, I also like to keep this on a poster board every morning just to see where I'm at. Because I know if I'm feeling if I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling kind of, I don't know, angry, then or I don't know, like maybe sometimes I'm just feeling kind of neutral, like neither here nor there. And so then I have to so usually what I'll do is in order to get myself up to the love vibration, I'll just start saying, like, I'll use my name. It works for me as a third party, third person. And I'll say like, I love Mary Beth, I adore Mary Beth, that type of thing. And I'll say it over and over. And then my heart will start to explode. I can't say I love me, I love myself, but that could maybe work for you. I have to say it in the third person, and then it shifts me, and then I feel the love, and then I actually feel my twin flames love, and then I feel God's love. It's just real. It's weird, and then it's just almost like a domino effect. And then I picture Mother Earth inside my heart, and then I give it to Earth. Yeah, the whole 9 yards. All right. The next card you got is that your twin never left you. Your twin is inside of you. The masculine or feminine. Okay, so twin never left you. Basically, all this is saying is your twin is still inside of you. Your masculine and feminine side of yourselves are already integrated. So basically, what this is saying is that separation is an illusion. And we always think, oh, our twin flame left us and blah blah blah, and because the 3D, that's what they want to make you think. But in reality, your twin never left you. In reality, your inner divine feminine, inner divine masculine is already integrated inside of you. And the way it's playing out is your divine masculine side of you. Let's say you identify as a divine feminine. Your divine masculine is actually you in another body, but the way it was explained to me by a medium was that it's me in past lives as the divine masculine, and things that I didn't heal, or things that I didn't, like I was supposed to do the work in my past lives, like I was supposed to awaken and I didn't as a divine masculine in other lifetimes. And so now in this lifetime, I came in and identify as the divine feminine in this lifetime. And I've awakened in my divine feminine side, but I didn't in my divine masculine side. And so what this is doing, it's helping me to balance out by showing me my own divine masculine side of me manifested in a 3D to show me where I still needed to heal myself from my past lives. And so I had to go within and heal that. And then I had to integrate my own divine feminine and my own divine masculine energies. And that is another way to magnetize your twin flame in the 3D. Because, of course, magnetizing your twin flame is already done. It's done in the 5D. And plus, you've never, like, your twin flame's higher self never left you since the day you were born. So it really is just more of a 3D thing. This video is all about just magnetizing your third dimensional twin flame. Okay, the next card you got is every action your divine counterpart makes, it's a direct reflection mirror of what is not deprogrammed in you. Must deprogram the old 3D paradigm of thinking. Yep. So every action that they take, so anything that you feel like that triggers you, whatever it may be, just know it's a direct mirror of what you haven't deprogrammed yet. Because we're all being programmed since the day we're born. We're being programmed to be dependent, being programmed to not love ourselves, to look outside of ourselves for happiness. And then so what's going on now is we've signed up for this through the twin flame journey, is to be deprogrammed out of this matrix. And so that's what our twin flame is helping us with. And so there are catalysts for change, and they're helping us by mirroring that back to us and saying, this is what you need to work on. This is what's triggering you. This is what you're still programmed. This is how you're still programmed. And so in order to deprogram yourself, that, it's almost like you're not looking outside of yourself for this, wholeness, where you're like, oh, I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when I have enough money. I'll be happy when I have this relationship. I'll be happy when I have this nice home. And so, because we're all programmed from birth to feel that way. And so now we're deprogramming ourselves to say, I'm happy within, and if those things get taken away, I'm still happy, I'm still good, I'm still okay. And so it's just a way of, and I think millennials are really getting this on their own, or really like the ones that are being, I would say even my daughter's age, who's 20, it's like they already know this. Not the entire 100% of the population or those generations, but the newer children coming in are kind of coming in like, no, like Christmas time, they're like, doesn't really make me happy. The presents, it's all right. And it's like that type of thinking where it's like, no, I need to go within for my own happiness. I'm already whole. I don't need this relationship outside of myself to make me feel whole. It's like that type of thing. And so that is how to magnetize your twin flame by deprogramming yourself and really listening to what's triggering you and like what's being mirrored back to you. And so you can switch your perspective and feel whole on your own. Because when you feel whole on your own, your twin flame feels that because it's you in another body. And when you feel whole and secure, they start to feel whole and secure. But as long as you don't feel whole and you feel insecure because you really need this thing to be happy, they feel that and now they don't feel good enough. And so a lot of the twin flames repelling has to do with I know this because it happened with me and my twin flame is that when you become codependent on each other, it actually repels the twin flame, and so what will magnetize is when you realize, oh, I feel good enough on my own, and then that will make them feel good enough for the relationship, because that's what I'm learning is that's always the reason why they leave. It's never because they don't love you. It's never that reason. It's always because they're insecure. They have fear of rejection. They would rather reject you first. They don't want to be rejected by you. They feel not good enough. They just feel like they're just not good enough for you. That they don't have anything to offer you. They don't see why you'd want to be with them. They're like, why would that person want to be with me? And so that's always the reason. And that is a direct reflection of the programming. It's the codependency. It's like, oh, but I love you and I love you and I'm going to like, be happy when we're married. And it's like the whole codependent, but that's what we're programmed to do and feel. That's how we were brought up and taught. And so when we learn to deprogram ourselves, that is when that will shift. And that is when you will magnetize your twin flame, when you feel whole. So, all right. Then the next one you got is, so this is Five of Pentacles reversed, so financial and material changes. So what this means to me is that I think maybe some of you might be feeling lack. Maybe kind of like what I just talked about, like feeling lack of whatever it is. Like if you go around thinking I'm lacking this, I'm lacking, and then that's what you're paying attention to, like what you're lacking in. Oh, I'm lacking in this in my life, I'm lacking in that in my life, that will repel your twin flame. And so they're asking you to have gratitude for the things you do have, to like notice your own prosperity, to notice how far you've come, to notice what's around you. So notice, whatever it is, like whatever brings you bliss, just, feel really grateful and just, it's almost like a buffet. Like if you see a buffet table of things of foods that you like and foods that you don't like, instead of focusing on those foods that you don't like. So if you're at a buffet table, are you staring at what you don't like? Are you staring at that liver or whatever it is you don't like to eat? No, you're looking at what you do like, and you're looking at the buffet and you're like, oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good. Like you're focusing on what's good. And so that's what they want you to do, in your life, is to focus on what's good. Don't focus on what's feeling like where you're feeling lack. And because that's bringing your vibration down. And trust me, you don't want to get into twin flame union in that lower vibration. So, because that's what I did. And then when you get into twin flame union at that lower vibration, it's very almost like joyless in a way. Even though, don't get me wrong, I love my twin flame, and my twin flame loves me, and we want to spend the rest of our lives together. But when you get into twin flame union at a lower vibration, it's extremely difficult, and there's just no the best way I could describe it is numbing. It's just very numbing. So make sure you're purging, and you're not like paying attention to just what's not going well. I mean, sometimes you have to fix things, but don't dwell on it, and then move on, and let just do your gratitude journal, because that's what's going to also magnetize your twin flame. All right, and the next card you got is, I can never pronounce her name. Maybe you can pronounce it. Anyway, it says the Mystic of Peace, Zhu Huanjing, the Mystic of Peace. It says, I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. So again, we're talking about not overthinking. And she's all about, again, having, using her intuition and being at peace, and shifting her vibration and shifting her perspective on what's good. So like almost like acceptance is what brings you peace. It's like when you accept the situation, you're like, okay, so this is the way things are right now. I accept it. And look, I'm still practicing my bliss. I'm still happy. And when you do that, and then when you start being like playful with your energy, so when you start like enjoying, so you're like, well, in the meantime, I have all this time. Let me start getting really creative, and let me start doing something that I want to do, and something that I wouldn't normally have time to do if I were in a relationship. I'm going to start this new endeavor. I'm going to have really a lot of fun with it and see what happens. And then, you start shifting into this whole like, oh, my life is actually pretty good. And you're not like distracting yourself from whatever it is, like whatever your mission is, because as a twin flame, we all have the divine's pushing us to do something to help others. And so a lot of times, oh, I should probably mention that, is that the divine wants you to not wait for your twin flame. They want you to do your mission now. They don't want you to wait for your twin flame. They want you to do it now, and they want you to get it off the get it started, and then when you are in physical union, it's already there, and you're focused on that, and you're still focused on yourself and your own well-being. It's almost like you have to program yourself. You have to deprogram yourself to like not focus on the other person. Like I said, it's not a codependent relationship. So the divine's trying to help program you into being more like, more about your own well-being, have your own spiritual practice, getting that off the ground. Like when you wake up in the morning, what's your spiritual practice? During the day, what is it that you do that brings you bliss? What is it that you do at night? What's your spiritual practice? What is helping you to grow? What is helping you to evolve? What is helping you to deprogram? That type of thing. And then when you get into that practice, that's what's going to help magnetize your twin flame, because now it won't be a codependent relationship. Now you won't be looking at your twin flame and saying, how are you going to entertain me? Or how are you going to help me out here and make me feel happy in this relationship? You won't do that, because you're going to already have this practice, and you're already going to feel this kind of like, oh, life is so good, and I already, like, I'm good on my own. Like, I don't need someone to entertain me. I don't need someone to make me feel happy, that type of thing. Okay. And that will bring you peace. All right. And then the last card you got is nature. It says, take a walk, let the beauty of nature feed your soul. So this is something that, would definitely help you to magnetize your twin flame, because being out in nature, it does help uplift the soul. It helps you be more in the now. That doesn't have to, I guess, but when you're out in nature and you're kind of walking around and you're kind of noticing the bird in the tree, or the rabbit hopping by, or whatever it is that you see, it kind of brings you into the now, and you're not like thinking about the future, you're not thinking about the past, and you're feeling blissful and you're feeling at peace, and just being in nature, you're just kind of, you know, like you're just kind of like looking at the trees and the grass, and just feeling like blessed, whatever it is, being in real nature. Um, what else? It just like uplifts you, and it's just good for your wellness. It just makes you feel. It just kind of raises your vibration, because nature is so high vibrational. So everything has a vibrational set point. And like, let's say like you stay inside all day and you watch TV, and a lot of times like we'll get hooked into like drama, like it's say, I don't know, the Kardashians, or let's say it's like a dramatic scene, and like you get kind of caught up in it, and it kind of like brings your vibration down. Maybe there's fighting going on or something. And so everything has a vibrational set point. So when you go outside and you're with the trees and the birds and the grass, like that vibrational set point, it brings your vibration higher, and so it really helps to balance you out. All right. And then I always like to pick a card, something to ponder on. Not always with every video, but with this particular video. And so the card we pulled is, how do you stay in the present moment? So it kind of went with the theme here. How do you stay in the present moment? And again, that will also help you to uplift your vibrations and help you magnetize your twin flame, because if you're in the present moment, that means you're not thinking about the past, and allowing, you got to have a new perspective on that past, by the way. Got to have a new perspective, and just know, always know, they never left because they didn't love you. That's never a reason. Okay, and then your future. You're not like pondering on the future. So that's why the now is really good, because when you're focused on the now, chances are your vibration is higher, because you're not worried about the future, and you're not, looking back and getting angry at the past or frustrated with the past. You don't need those emotions at this time. It's just a distraction. That's just going to distract you. So yeah, just being in the present moment and paying attention to your own bliss. Even after, because you're rewiring your brain, so just write down whatever makes you blissful, and live that goddess life. And yeah, and that will help magnetize your twin flame in the 3D. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button. Please check out my other videos. I have a lot of videos on many different things that I try to teach on. I do want everyone to get into physical union, and then I will start doing a series on how to stay in physical union. Again, I'll just ask the divine and do cards and do more chakra healing. So if you want to stay, I am going to do. Oh, I thought I would have pulled a card on this. I think I'm doing sacral. I think I'm doing the sacral chakra. So I'm going to work on your sacral chakra. Again, I'm going to do it ASMR. So hopefully you get the tingles. Hopefully it'll feel good. It'll be really relaxing. And it's something you can go back to over and over to help like release emotion. I'll go over what emotions it has to do with. And I will also put that down in the box down below. I'll put down the timestamp on that. So yeah, again, thank you so much. So if you're leaving, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Otherwise, I will see you at the chakra healing. Thanks. Bye. Hi, welcome back. So this will be the chakra cleansing. And so today we are going to cleanse the sacral or navel chakra. And what this has to do with is the small and large intestines. If it's blocked, what it can cause is constipation, appendicitis, low vitality, diseases related to intestines, feeling uninspired creatively, emotional instability, sexual dysfunction, fear of change, depression, addiction behaviors. When it's in alignment after being cleansed and unblocked, it helps the sexual and creative energies be in alignment, feelings of passion, wellness, abundance, and joy. It also helps with fear, so it just kind of stabilizes your emotions. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cleanse, and then I'm going to stabilize, and I'm going to energize your sacral chakra. Again, it's right around the navel area. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. I'm going to start by cleansing your aura. So that's what I did with the last. Please check out my root chakra video. It's down. It's in my videos. And that will be explained what that's about and how you can help unblock your root chakra. So, all right, so let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start cleansing your. So this has to do with your. I am combing your aura. So you'll notice on a lot of ASMR videos, there's a lot of plucking. So sometimes like negative energies get trapped inside your aura. So just by being out in public, or like there's a lot of energies out there. It could be your own energies, and it can get trapped. And so in pranic healing, they always ask that we do this clearing of your aura before we work on the chakras. And so it's almost like brushing the energy and sweeping away. It's like sweeping. We're sweeping away all negative energies out of your aura. And so I have to do the front and then the sides, sweeping. And then again, I think a lot of videos will do plucking. And that feels good. Feels good like after like you have like a bad day or something, like if you're at work and you want to kind of clear out the energies after work. Sometimes in the office, sometimes you inadvertently catch other people's stuff or emotions, or it's almost like a cobweb of different feelings and emotions. And I'll do the sides, do the back. And if you watch all my videos, then you'll get probably a sufficient amount of combing of your aura, because I'm going to do this on every video. I'm going to do the combing of the aura. Usually it's supposed to be at least 50 sweeps. 50 sweeps of your aura around the body. And so if you do each chakra, because I think the video would be too long if I did every single chakra on one video. Okay. All right. Okay, and then I always spray my hands to kind of cleanse my hands. It's like a salt water that we use. Okay, so now I'm going to scan your sacral chakra. Again, this does have to do with your navel. So energetically, it's like a long distance. So even though it's coming where your upper body is right now, where I'm scanning, as long as I feel and I know that this is your sacral chakra, and plus the divine is actually channeling through me and will be doing the work. So I'm just kind of a tool for the divine to do the work and cleanse out the emotions out of your sacral chakra. Okay, right there. Right there. Okay, so we're gonna green. Okay. So again, this has to do with cleansing the sacral chakra. This has a lot to do with your creative energies. Your creative energies, your sexual energies, your emotions. Balancing out emotions, helping to unblock your creativity, revitalize your vitality. So this is just cleansing. Green. And again, it's just channeling through the divine, cleansing with the pranic healing, cleansing the chakra, cleaning out any old wounds, any old emotions that do not serve you anymore. This will also help your twin flame as you release these negative emotions. It'll help you to be lighter. Okay. I'm also going to use a crystal. So the crystal also is used to clean out your navel or sacral chakra. I'm actually using two crystals right now. So I have one crystal in the other hand that's helping to neutralize. Again, it's through the divine. The divine is being channeled to help cleanse with this crystal any trapped emotion, that gets stuck in the sacral chakra. Releasing. And I don't know if you know this, but you and your twin flame, you don't like share the same chakra system, but they are connected energetically. And I don't know if you felt it, but I did a couple of years ago where my twin flame locked chakras. Well, maybe the divine did it, who knows? But you feel like a click, click, click almost. I don't know if you guys felt that. I used to think it was like the same chakra system, but it's not. It's like you have your own. And then it's sometimes you don't have to do it every night, but to do the Hertz music at night, look at the different chakras and cleanse. And sometimes like your body will shudder because it's cleaning out the chakras. Yeah, it's really good. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So now we are going to energize. Going to energize your sacral chakra. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to stabilize. Stabilize, stabilize, stabilize. Okay. I'm just going to do a little bit more. I'm going to use selenite to kind of brush a little bit more on your aura. Just going to release any more trapped emotions in your aura. I'll go behind you. And then this is more for ASMR purposes. Some of you, if you want light, this is for light therapy. If you don't like it, please close your eyes. Some of you who are used to ASMR maybe are familiar with the light therapy, but it just kind of like fills you with light. It's just uplifting, just light therapy. Nothing to do with pranic healing. It's just more of it's ASMR and it's more, I don't know, I just like it when it's just relaxing for me, but if it's not for you, then please close your eyes. All right. And then one last sweep. Again, just brushing out any negative energies that might be trapped in your aura. Just kind of combing it out, brushing it out. Okay. Well, I do hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was relaxing. And hopefully this will help you to, cleanse your, well, what I was going to say was help you to magnetize your twin flame by cleaning out the energies out of your sacral chakra. Please stay tuned for my other videos. I will do probably 5 of them this week, and I will do other chakras and other readings pertaining to magnetizing your twin flame. If you like this video, please hit the like button, even though I don't show the ratings. Please hit the like button. Please, if you feel led, subscribe, share, hit the notification button. If you're interested in a private reading, or if you're interested in some kind of energy work, or if you're interested in life coaching, please see my email below and email me for more information on that. Otherwise, thank you so much for clicking on my video, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.